Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Above the Bar podcast, where each week we belly up to the bar with a new guest, find out what they do, who they are, and what makes them great. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the Above the Bar podcast. It's your host, Sean. It is the first Wednesday in May, and if you're anywhere near upstate New York, our weather still sucks straight ass. It rained all day today, but as bad as my weather is, at least I'm not in the Youper. I'm not a Youper, and neither is our guest, but he is somehow north of Canada, but still in the United States. So today we're talking about how do you find your purpose and stay true to your purpose. So why not find someone who has found a purpose? And really all we're going to be talking about is pizza in this entire conversation, folks. So joining us all the way out in yes, I do. I almost said I don't know this city's nickname, and then I realized how stupid that is. So joining us all the way from the Motor City, and if you want to get fancy about it, you can always call it Detroit, but all the way out in Detroit, it's Big Marv.
Oh, I like that intro.
I told you, brother, it is 0.0 planned purpose, anything. I just come with it up off the cuff there. So we're going to be talking here for a little bit to Big Marv about how do we find our purpose? How do we stay true to that purpose? How does he do it 7 days a week, dropping content for everybody to look at? You have no idea, folks, how difficult that is if you get into this space at all. So we're going to do that. But before we get into all those different things, let's talk about the people, some different things. So as always, over my right shoulder is the big board for Sticker and a Cause. If you have something you believe in, something you're supporting, something you want other people to know about, you can reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, TikTok. Our website is the abovethebarpodcast.com. My email is abovethebarpodcast@gmail.com. Reach out to us. Let us know what you got going on. I'll tell you where to send everything to as far as my email is concerned. Let everybody know about what you got going on. You'll send a sticker. I'll put it up on the board, and everybody will hear about you. Now we got to talk about the people that pay the bills around here, folks. That is Budget Blinds of East Greenbush, Hudson Cooksaki, Schoharie, Delmar, and Clifton Park, North America's largest custom window treatment company. They're handling everything from blind, shade, shutter, drapery, you name it, they got it. They measure everything. They install it. As they like to say around there, they do it with you. Thank you to all you that just joined from YouTube. We appreciate you jumping on with us. They handle every little bit of it. And what's going on for this month is they're doing 20% off of all products, and anything that you motorize, they're going to give you another 5% off of that motorized product. So that's 25% off. And as always, if you tell them that you're there to belly up to the bar, instantaneously you're getting another 5% off of that. So make sure you're reaching out to Budget Blinds of East Greenbush, Hudson Cooksaki, Delmar, Clifton Park. Did I forget anywhere? Hudson Cooksaki, you know the ones that are all out there. So make sure you're reaching out to them. All right, there, Big Marv. We're done, brother. It's all you now. I hope you got how many minutes we got here? I hope you got another 56 minutes of just you talking. I'm going to say nothing.
Sure. I'm ready.
No, I'm kidding. So are you in Detroit itself, or like, I don't know, is Detroit like Chicago? Like when you say to somebody like, hey, where are you from? And they're like, if you ask anybody from Chicago, they're not from Chicago. You're like, where are you from? They're like, Chicago. What part? And they're like 3 hours west of it.
Oh, no. I'm right in the heart of Detroit.
like the real Detroit. Like you there.
Right, the real Detroit, yeah, for sure. Born and raised.
All right. So what had you decide that like you wanted to try to help people find their purpose, get motivated, and stay with it? Like that's a big task, man, because you look like a young cat. Like, you ain't like 68 years old talking about, I've got a lot of life experience. I need to make this happen. Like, you a young cat. What brought this about?
Yeah, well, like I say, well, it brought me about because I've been experiencing a lot early on along my journey. And like it just kept building up. And I just wanted to be that difference maker, not only for me, but the people around me. Because it's people around me that have been through way more worse stuff than me, but it's like they scared to speak up. So I just want to be that person that can speak up and let know that people know that it's okay to speak up. And
All
because
right.
a lot of people hold a lot inside, and it's like they ain't got no outlet. They scared to talk to people, so it's like I want to be that person to let the people know that it's okay.
So now, but now you're posting. Like I saw it, man. And look, folks, if you want to know what Marv's got going on, uh, let me make sure I drop this on our scroller here. His TikTok and his Instagram is Big Marv 313. I'm assuming that's the area code for Detroit is 313. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That or you were born during March 13th. It was one or the other. I figured that'll be one or the other. So, but I mean, if you want to know what he's got going on, please reach out. But what made you go like? Because listen, man, I've been doing this show. June will be 6 years. Like to drop content every single day. That's a job in and of itself. What made you decide, like, all right, I'm gonna do this every day, every day?
Because it's like I just want to I want to get my name out there more. So it's like if you
Okay.
gonna do it, you gotta be consistent with it. My pop's like, okay, you gonna do it? Hey, do 7 days a week. Even if you gotta just do one video a day, just do it. Just want to get my name out there more. You would never know. Somebody may be going through the same situation that you're going through. They can relate. It ain't nothing like seeing somebody comment, oh, I was going through the same stuff. It pop up as an affirmation or confirmation to anybody who need my video. So that definitely be warms my heart. It's like, okay, I'm glad that TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever platform I post on, they put my videos in front of the right people at the right time. So it don't get no better than that.
I'm gonna roll you back here a little bit. Now you said you went through some stuff. You went through it.
Yes,
Now a lot of people can
yes.
say they went through it. Now what one person's went through it and another's is always something different. You willing to share with us a little bit about what was it that you went through that had you kind of go, all right. I mean, because listen, I grew up in East Baltimore a long time ago. I mean, Detroit. I mean, that's a different animal in and of itself. What was it that you went through?
Well, like I say, it all started at 15. Like I told myself that I'm gonna be grown, and me being grown, not listening, it all backfired. Like I said, I got jumped when I was 15, trying to risk my life for
Mm.
somebody who I love, just to prove a point to somebody. Like I wasn't listening. I was getting into car crashes. Like it's just a lot of stuff that kept building up. And all in the midst of that, after I got jumped, I gave my life to God. So God was like, okay, I'm gonna keep humbling you. I'm gonna keep humbling you, and I'm gonna let you know when you mature and you ready. So like I say, it got to that point in my age, like, okay, I'm gonna start listening, and I'm gonna start being more obedient because I just wanted to do other things besides me being myself. Just
I,
based off of the people around me and what society, brought to me.
I want to talk about that, giving your life to God, because I'm a firm believer in that.
Yes.
I believe that if you have no faith, no one has any faith in you. That's really
Yes.
how life works. What was that for you, as somebody who was involved in all these things, getting in trouble, running the streets? We all have those friends that misery loves company. When you started backing away from those people, and I think that's part of that staying true to your purpose. When you started backing away from those people and saying, "Hey, listen, man, God's got another calling for me," what was the reactions you were seeing?
It wasn't even, it was people come up to me like, Mar, why you keep hanging around them? You need to stay away from them. Just people coming up to me knowing that these individuals and these people wasn't for me no more. It's just like, okay, yeah, we play sports together and I want to hang out with them, but okay, God gonna keep showing you until you simply just remove yourself from them. But like I say, I was being disobedient, I wasn't listening, and like I say, it all backfired in the long run.
How many of them were calling you fake when you was like, "I'm not gonna hang no, I'm not
Yeah,
going to that place. I'm not doing.
it was a
You fake, dog. You fake. You this, you
yeah.
that."
Because, like I say, I was one of the first ones with my license, so everybody wanted me for a ride.
Oh,
I can't get no ride. Oh, you acting funny, not boy? You ain't gonna pop out. I just can't do that no more, man. I've been humbled enough. I just gotta remove myself from y'all.
so then once this happens, what was the first? Tell me about the first video, man. Because that's, I mean, I know I look back at some of my first stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, this is bad. This is horrible." Like I wouldn't have
So
listened to me.
yeah, for sure. Like I say, most of my videos they came from pain because I was holding so much inside. So like I say, I was inspired once Wallow got out of jail. Wallow 267 got out of jail. I was watching him on Instagram. And then 2021 came, boom, it just clicked. I hit a video. I said, man, I'm about to start this motivational journey. I don't know where it's gonna go. And then after that, I just started posting every day.
It feels good too, doesn't it? Post every day. It's almost like a drug, isn't it?
For sure. And like I say, when I was first doing my videos, like I say, it came from pain. So it was a lot of cussing involved, a lot of like real,
Get it
like,
out.
stuff. You had to get it out in some type of way. So, and like I say, as I got older, I try to limit the cussing as much as possible.
So how many years have you been doing it now?
It's going on 5 years now.
Wow, we were right there near each other when we started.
For sure.
So so 5 years, and I want to, it's funny to me. I just watched the video. It's funny when you mentioned the cussing. I've always said God doesn't care if I cuss, and the reason is He cares less about my words and more about my actions, and eventually my words will change to match my actions. How do you feel when you're out there doing this? Do you feel that way? Like you're pushing that way?
Yeah, for sure. Like I say, if it ever gets too like if it ever gets too much, I just be like, okay, God forgive me. Or if it ever I just be like, I try to limit it as much as possible because sometimes,
I get
when
it.
you feeling the topic, when you feeling a certain topic, it's like I gotta say everything. You gotta feel me. This audience gotta feel me. So yeah.
So what's been your biggest video so far? Like really got people fired up and got people talking? 'Cause there's got to be one.
Yes. Whew, this crazy thing about it. I had a video that went viral.
Really?
March, it hit 1 million views. And the crazy thing about it, before that happened, 2 months prior to that, I was at the park on live. I was like, man, I'm just ready for this one video to just
Blow
ready for
up.
this one video to just and then it just 2 months later, like I say, that's how I know God is real. It happened, and a lot of people
Just
seeing it. I'm like, man, that was pretty dope to see.
that's wild. So you were pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and finally. So what was that video about though?
It was about family members. Like it's as you get older, family members haven't changed. You get older, friends are still to change. You evolve mentally, physically, spiritually, and there's a lot of people around you that don't even know what none of that even looks like. So they still trying to call you up, use you. Might still invite you out. It's like I don't even want to invite no more because we're not compatible. I'm getting better. You ain't even tried to even get better. You still trying to blame other people around us. You try to blame other family members. No, at some point in time, I got to look myself in the mirror and take action on where I need to get better
That's a beautiful thought, man. And so tell me about how you work with folks to help them find their purpose. That's a tough thing to say. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, they're grow folks. I mean, I'll be 50 this year, and I know who I am, but I know folks that are well beyond my years, and they still don't know what their purpose is.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I tell people when it comes to just finding your purpose in life or finding what you want to do in life, just give it to God. Pray about it. Write it down. All it takes is us to take that baby steps. Them baby steps matter the most. Like it's like we want to take the big steps to get here, to see people here, call people up. No, it's like just write down what you want to do, pray about it, and just take action. Because ain't nobody gonna come save us. We got to be willing to take them proper steps into going forward. We never go forward because we want people to help us out. We want people to hear. We want people to do all these things with no results. So how do we expect to get to where we need to be without any action or anything is being taken? That's why I tell people just go forward, just cross the start line. We always hopscotch. We worried about the pins. We worried about what people gonna say. Just start. Just go forward. You never know where you'll end up.
I think you kind of hit on something huge right there. Again, folks, if you want to know what Marv's got going on, you can check him out on TikTok and Instagram at Big Marv 313. And if you got questions, again, folks, this is live. Drop a question in the comment section wherever you're watching us at. I'll see it right here. We can ask Marv questions. Maybe you have questions about how you move forward, or even a comment about how you found your purpose in life. We're happy to talk about it here today live. So you mentioned that move forward piece. I'm That's so big. Just you want to lose weight, get up and go for a walk. Don't. And people talk about like, we'll put your running shoes closer to you and all these different things. No, just go, just leave. You want an education, pick up a book, go online, whatever. I'm a firm believer in all those processes. Now, are you doing it now for yourself? Is it just the videos? Are you doing any kind of coaching, trying to get certified as a coach, any of those type of things?
No, I just kind of, whoever, because like I say, I'm like an open book. I'm willing to just help people out and get my name out there because I understand it. People might be going through things. I just want to be a help out as much as I can. That's all. Whenever I got time or free time, I'm always willing to help people out, get them advice because it's a lot going on in this world.
All right. You preaching at the church? What are you doing? Come on, Mark. Like, you got to give me something here, man. Like it's got to be. There's got to be everything has a end has to justify it all. So where are we trying to go with this?
I mean, wherever God's taking me, honestly, like I say, I'm willing to do whatever. Like I say, go talk to people. I'm willing to, go talk to whoever may need it, people at work or whoever may need my advice for sure. My advice, motivation in the morning. Like I say, I'm willing to do it all for sure.
So now you say you're willing to go. I mean, are you like in your community? Do you do that a lot? Like, just head out and just go find some folks and be like, hey, you know, Tim said to go see you. Bob said to go see you. Sue said to come see you. You are you
Yeah,
doing like pop? Are you doing pop ins on people?
no, for sure. Well, like I said, I got a big community, and like most of my people, like they be going through things. So I try to like get on like a group call and get a
All right.
motivation and stuff that they need to hear for sure. Right in the morning and sometimes at night. Depends on how hard the day went, how the day going, and I know a lot of stuff be going on at work. So just to be trying to just motivate people when I can.
I think you should do pop ins on people. I think you should do
Yeah.
pop in conversations with people, and then like just give them a big hug and then leave. What do you think? Could you do
Okay. Yeah,
that?
that sounds good. That sounds
Listen, I'm
good. Yeah.
saying like somebody said to you like, "Hey, I know my friend's going through it. They're at work right now. Just pop in and be like, "Listen, dog, you good enough. You can make this happen. We got you." Give them a big hug and then just leave. I think that would I think that would be a we could you do it? Do you think you got that one in you?
For sure. For
Just
sure.
a
I got
hug
that one in me.
just a,
Yeah, for sure.
all right,
Just a hug
listen.
and going about my day. I definitely can do that.
Listen, folks, if you're out there where Big Marv is right now, I expect him to start looking at his phone because he's gonna have names blowing up on there. Hey, I need you to go here. I need you to stop by Timmy Hose while you're getting a cup of coffee. Give him some names, some people that are going through it. Again, folks, if you got questions, you want to know, you had some ideas, or maybe you had your own situation. I'm curious how other people found their purposes and how they stuck to it and what they had to do to have that stick to itness. And make sure you're giving this a like, share, and follow. Trust me, folks, it makes a difference. So, what are some of the other things that, like, as you were going through and you're trying to figure out this, again, 5 years you've been doing this, what were some of the hurdles and stumbles that you had in it?
Hurdles like for the first hurdle was the cussing, because like I say, for probably about 6 months, it was like pure like pain of like just cussing and rapid fire and yes, this it wasn't really. It was more like yeah, this is how I felt with no filter. So it was like, how could I limit that more and more? And then, like I say, as my parents and as the parents see my videos, you could limit that cussing a little bit. You'll be all right. You ain't got to echo all that. So I was like, year one came, I'm like, okay, cool. Then year two came, I try to limit it. And then, like I say, in my videos, I try to limit to at least one or two cuss words now. So it went from about 10, 12 to well, we had to limit it about two now. So
That's so that was like one of the toughest things for you
that was about
bringing
the
that up.
toughest things.
So what did you notice then between other than the language you were using? What did some of the things you noticed going from year 1 to 2, as far as even just topics you were bringing up or processes?
Yeah, for sure. Like when it comes to the topics now, like if it's something that I can relate to and with my own words, I try to be just straightforward with it. Straightforward and no, yeah, y'all. Try to get straight to it, get the people engaged, and then so they can understand. Because like I say, within the 5 to 10, they got about 5 to 10 seconds, or they're gonna swipe past it. So I try to get them within them 10 seconds, let them know like yeah, da da da, and then that keeps them engaged. So like I say, just keep the viewers engaged, sure, to whatever topic I may be talking about.
Now, did you do a lot of research in the like I know how most of us are. Like you get started, you're like, I'll do like three of these videos. I'm gonna be like the next biggest thing online. I'll make millions of dollars when this is all over with. Like, did you expect that was what was gonna happen for yourself, or you were kind of like, yeah, I could care less. I just need to get this out.
Well, like I said before I started, I was watching Wallow, I was watching Gary V, I was watching Eric Thomas.
I
So
met
I
Gary
was
V.
Yeah, so I was study these is all I was seeing on my TL. So I'm going from one video to another one. So every morning before I went to the gym, I'm watching one video, Gary V video, and then I'm watching Eric Thomas video. So as time go by, I'm just trying to take little points here and there because I understand my point of view is different from people who order than me. Because I try to touch on. Oh yeah, I could touch on here and use different words or use talk about it a different way that they did. So that
Yeah,
was my biggest thing right there. Study people who are already like successful in doing their thing with it.
nice. Yeah, Gary V is who you think he is. He was that. I met him. He was like that. I met him at New York City Comic Con, and had about a 5 minute conversation with him. He is that guy. Like just as happy as you see him in the videos, just as straightforward as you see him. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Now, how about like the video algorithm kind of stuff? Did you get into like, hey, I got to post at this time. I got to look at it in these hours. Did you get into any of that when you were starting off?
No, 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 no. Did I put that in the kitchen? You said can you say that again? Ask that question again.
No, was that a brother, sister? Who was it that had to
Oh
pop
my
in and
dad,
that
my
that you need something to drink, son? I know you're a little
dad.
parched on the show. You need something like here. Let me
Right.
let me help you out here. Listen, I'm a dad. I know we're like the best worst. We're like, listen, son, let me help you out here. You need something? I get it. I was asking, did you spend any time like as you've gotten into this, like, hey, this is what time you got to post. This is what time you got to do this. This is what time you got to do that. Did you get into all that kind of stuff, or was it more like this is when I'm feeling it, it goes out?
Well, I was just trying things out for real. Like I say, well for my videos, I post well it was at 8:30, then it was at 12:30, then it was at 5:30, then it was at 7:30, then it was at 8:30, and then sometimes maybe at 9:30. So I was just like testing the algorithm out and see where I could fit in at. So like I say, it did. So that's been pretty it for real. Especially on YouTube, it's really just get in where you fit in. Wherever I post, whatever video, it's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna post at this time. Because you gotta try to test it out, honestly. Because like I say, all my videos was getting posted at 8:30, but I'm like, nah, especially on YouTube, 8:30 a.m. I'm like, nah, okay, cool. Let me try to go back to lunchtime. And so lunchtime really is like
That's
that's
the
really
move.
like that's the
I
move.
I moved all my stuff to 11 o'clock because I was like, I posted at 6 in the morning. People will see it at 7. Nah, man, everybody's trying to get ready for work. They ain't trying to watch your videos or nothing like that. So what are some of the have you with what everything you're doing right now and helping people with their motivation, their purpose? What are some of the stories that people are bringing to you though, where they're like, "Hey, man, I saw this and it changed my life, or it helped me to find a new person." Have you had anybody come to you with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Like I say, when my video went viral, like I was getting a lot of messages like, man, this is something that I'm dealing with. This is why this is myself and family members. This is why I don't go to the family reunions. This is why. So it was just like this video resonated with me so well because I've been so distant from friends, family members, and I'm thinking I need to go about this in a different way. But like I said, your video popped up and just gave me my confirmation of what I need to hear. So that's pretty dope, man. That's
That's
pretty
awesome.
dope.
That's got to be a hell of a feeling in your heart.
I gotta be like it was like I was reading comments. It was like, man, waking up every morning. It's about 100 comments. I'm like, man, hey, that's just amazing, man.
That's awesome, brother. How about we're talking about keeping other people's first. What keeps you motivated though, man? When you're like, I don't feel like doing this. What's keeping you going?
Just trying to get to where I need to be for sure. Like I say, just like I say, yeah, I be tired, yeah, I be, but like I say, God keeps me motivated more than anything for sure. Just pray, talk about it with God, and we got to get up and make something happen. How we gonna get to where we need to be? For sure. Even if I am tired, something still has to be, being shaken or being said. Like I say, it's always that one video where I'm like, all right, well, I ain't gonna post this day. It's always be that one video of like, okay, well, I ain't gonna post this day. Well, it end up going up, and then it's like people like, I needed this. This popped up at the right time. So it's like it's always them days where I'm tired. My video do better than what I expected.
You ain't because you're not thinking about it. How about do you think people misunderstand when you're talking and you get people like that? Do you think people misunderstand motivation and think it replaces discipline though? Like when you talk to somebody and they're like, "Oh man, your video did this, man. I think I'm gonna," and it motivates them for a moment, but it's the discipline to keep going. Do you see that?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I tell people, man, let's like they watch this. A lot of some of my family members watch my videos, some of my friends watch my videos, and I just be telling them like, bro, you gotta just take action. Like you come, we not about. I just told one of my friends, I said, we not about to keep talking about the same topic. See if you're gonna take action or you're gonna get better, or we not just gonna talk. I'm not about to sit up here and keep repeating myself. Now you wasting my time, and they be like, oh yeah, you're right. I just don't. All right, well, go talk that. Go get that energy and talk it to somebody else. I ain't got time, man. My
Well,
time is precious. So
they want you to give them the one word answer, and then they don't have to
one
do
word
anything.
answer. You're not gonna get a pat on the back about something that you don't want to get better in. I'm gonna tell you straightforward. I'm that blunt friend. I'm gonna be real authentic and thorough. It's either you take it how you want to. I just want the best for you, but you gotta want it for yourself.
So now, it's just funny as I hear you say that. I think about people in my own life where they're like, every time you talk to them, they say the same thing. You're like, it's like the person who wants to lose weight, and you're like, oh man, well here's a meal plan, here's gym membership, and they're like, yeah, how's that all working out? Yeah, man, I still got to lose weight. Well, did you go to the gym? Did you change what you eat? Did you did you talk to a dietitian? Nah, I just need to lose weight. Well, shit, I need to get taller, and I ain't buying new shoes to get there. So, what are we gonna do? Uh, how about for you? How do you personally handle doubt? I mean, you sound like you're a pretty upbeat guy and everything, but how are you handling like doubt, negativity, burnout? How do you work through that personally?
Like I said, I didn't experience most of what you just said early on along my journey. So it's like being 25 years old, about to be 26 at the end of the month. I done seen it all at this point. It ain't nothing that could have me reacting. That's why I tell people, man, all the negativity, whether you're doing good or bad, they're gonna have something to say. And there's a lot of people out there that see you doing good, but still don't want to give you no credit. Still don't want to give you no words of encouragement. They still want to talk down on you to this day. So like I say, it doesn't just phase me. Like I say, it was a good joke. It was a good whatever that you tried to do, but I ain't got time for it no more. So
Do you have any personal habits where you're doing any kind of meditation, or hey, I hit the gym to run it out, anything like that helps you to stay on track?
yeah, well, like I said, I've been praying since I was 15, so it's going on almost 11 years now. So like I said, giving it to God and going to the gym every morning. So like I say, that the gym and God changed my life, honestly.
Well, you'll find God in the gym. Trust me. Every time that weight's a little bit too much, and you're going, "Oh God," yeah, you'll find him. He's there waiting on you. Uh, Now, I think we hear it more and more, and it is Mental Health Month this month, and I'm weird about men's mental health only because I think sometimes we went through like a super soft period for men. I'm gonna be honest. I think we went through this super soft period for men where it was like, you need to get in touch with your emotions. You need to find your softer side. And we lost that. It's like, hey, you know what you also need to do is you need to act like a damn man and take care of your business and realize that part of it is we men have men friends who tell us exactly what Big Marv's saying. And listen, if you want to know what he's saying, folks, TikTok, Instagram, Big Marv, beat, and that's MARV 313. But what are some of the things that you've noticed, like struggles talking about, with men that you talk about most days? What are some of the things that you think that like most men need to hear and need to understand?
Well, definitely. Well, to me, for sure, it start with the diet. What are you eating? Like, because are what you eat, you are what you know. So it's like at some point in time, in order for us to feel better, we have to eat better. In order for us to get the things that's off our emotion, like, do we have God in our life? Because I understand there's a lot of people who don't even know who God is. You probably go in the room and talk about it with God. They fold inside. They talk about it's like that's the one person. That's the one person that a lot of people avoid is God. You give time to God to watch your life change. I just social media involved, and a lot of things happening. It's like I started to understand that a lot of men entertain other things besides just giving your time to God. So
Why do
that's
you
why I
think
try
that's
to
so
tell people.
tough for men, especially young men, to like take that time and be like, hey, listen, I'm going to give this up to God? Why do you think that is?
Because one is definitely social media now is running over kids, is running over parents, is running over like whoever. Like it's just like the phones. It's just they take up all the time and energy. What else do you got time for besides you being on your phone scrolling all day?
Listen, it's true. It eats up more time. I mean, heck, listen, we're talking on right now, and this is live on multiple platforms on social media that 95% of people will watch from their phones. So listen, this is okay, folks. You watch this one. I mean, it's all right. We got to hear what Marv's got to say, but but why do you think a lot of men doubt that they can take that time to really find their way? I mean, you're somebody like I'm a firm believer that your God gives you your purpose, and
Amen.
and it has to come from there. Why do you think so many are scared to find that purpose there?
Because they entertaining other things taking up their time. Like for instance, it might be a job taking up your time. It might be people you hang around taking up your time. It might be the alcohol. It might be the drugs taking up your time. So it's like then I end up going to sleep. Then I'd be like, dang, I forgot to talk to God. And then it's like, oh, I'm gonna talk to God next week. Then next week turn into a month. And then it's like you never end up just even giving him any time. And it's sad that when the good things happening in our life, okay, cool. Now we want to talk to God, but when it's bad, we don't even like just even make time for Him. We only give grace and thankfulness to God when everything's good going in our life. Why we just can't just thank Him all the time?
So listen, that's a great point. That's absolutely a great point. So why do you feel like people get stuck even though they want more out of their lives and they want those things? Why do you think they get stuck there then?
One is people's opinions, and then another one is like they like the I made a video. I said a lot of people like the attention that comes with being broken. So they got this person that they can lean on. They got that other person that they can lean on. It's
Stay
like
with it.
at
Stay
some
with
point
that.
in time, at some point in time, man, it's like you got all these people you can lean on. When are you just gonna just go forward? Like these people tired. Oh, can I? Hey, you got some time? We can talk. In the middle of the night, you gonna be going. You can be having a good day. Oh, I'm just going through the same. I'm like, come on, man. Like, when are we going to get better?
Well, that's a great question. That kind of leads into something else when you say, they have these problems. Have you ever run into somebody who their problem is their personality? And what I mean by that is somebody diagnosed them with something and said, you've got fill in the blank or you are fill in the blank. And they've allowed that to be their excuse why they can't. They've allowed that to be the reason why they can't. And it becomes their problem becomes their personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Like I say, people don't never want to get better. And it's sad that it be this spouse that they with. Like bringing all this toxic energy, call the people, hey, and then you end up right back with them. So now you wasted my time, and I just like I say, I want to be around that. I don't even want to talk to you no more. No, I'm not acting funny, but how many times are we gonna keep going back to this toxic situation?
Now I'm going to flip it on you for a second, but isn't that your purpose to keep showing them they're in that? Isn't that your purpose,
It's,
Marv? Come
it's
on,
so
Marv.
much. like I said,
Come on,
it's
Marv.
only so much that it's only so much that we could, like I say, we could do as an individual to try to be there. We want you to do better, but it got to be within. I'm
Marv,
being there
seven
for you.
times 70. Seven times
I'm
70.
trying to show you. I'm trying to show you the different route.
Marv,
Are
seven
you
times
gonna get on
70.
this? Are you gonna get on this route? And then are you gonna go there?
Seven times 70.
Oh
Seven times.
man.
7 times 70. You remember that one, right? 7 times 70.
No, what is that?
So that's what Peter asked Jesus. How many times should I forgive somebody? Should I forgive them 7 times? He said, no. You should forgive them 7 times 70.
Too. Like I
So
said, we definitely it's never no ill intent. We forgive. We won't wish no bad on nobody, but this is the new language.
well, I found it so interesting when you mentioned about that because I think so many people are afraid to get better in their situation because they'll lose their identity of their problem. Like, hey, you know what? They said I've got, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. They said I've got this mental health. I've got anxiety. I can't do that. I'm anxious. I can't do that. I'm this that. And they're afraid that if they got better and beyond these things, that now they can't use that excuse. They have to move forward. They have to get better. So that's why I was curious your feelings on that. Uh, so then, for you as somebody who it sounds like you've done this already, talk to me a little bit about your feelings on the difference between surviving and actually growing.
Well, definitely, like I say, in the midst of you might be on this path where you don't have that much knowledge. Okay, you going through experiences, you going through people switching up. What's the all in the midst of life happening? You getting older, and then it's like you all it's like if I had to go back to high school, you all go off to college, you all go find your way. We're in the midst of that. Where can I find myself at? Could I go here? Could I do something that I love that I've been doing? What's the route for me in order for me to get to myself where I need to be? Because it's like I ain't I you got your best friends, you people that you went to high school with. We can't talk every day because some in sports, some like really geeks. So it's like they taking up time study. So it's like, where can you fit in that to find your purpose in life? And that, like I said, it takes a lot of time by yourself to just know where you weak in, where you good at. Just take that time to yourself because a lot of people avoid it because they got the people around them and they don't even know what alone time is. People are scared to be alone nowadays. Like you find peace within just being alone. You can
Yes.
get a lot done with just being alone. So it's like, well, that's one thing that we avoid. That's why I tell people, man, just have that alone time to yourself, have that reevaluation with yourself. Where can I get better in? What's something good that like? Where did this week bring me? So
Do you do
that's why I try to,
journaling yourself?
yeah, journaling for sure. Yeah,
How has that helped you out?
it's definitely it's guided me to like good topics that I could talk about. It helps me be more strategic of where I'm trying to head to and what I'm trying to talk about for sure. So that's why I tell people, man, just journaling, talking about it with God, like it helps out a lot, for
Gets the
sure.
feelings
Just
out on
writing,
paper.
gets the feelings out on paper. I ain't got to worry about somebody. I can call somebody and somebody not answer, or me sending a text and somebody not responding. Just just give it to God. Like I said, He sees all. He like I say, that's all I need for real.
And mom and dad don't mind if you cuss on the paper.
Right. They can't see
They don't
that.
see that when they're like, listen, that's there. I don't care if it's in the notebook. That's fine. We don't mind that one at all. How about through your journeys and everything, is there, and working for your purpose and things that you found, is there anything that you've kind of like learned or a belief that you've developed over these 11 years that, wouldn't be most people wouldn't find as a popular opinion that you're like, no, this is something that I grew up, believing A, but now that I've developed more and I've worked on myself, I actually believe B, and it really holds a truer fact. Anything like that for you?
Yeah, for sure. Like just based on what you said, just me just minding my business and staying in my lane. Because early on, when you know a lot, you tend to speak on things. You tend to say this. People, oh, what you think about? and I'm saying this. Now my name attached to this. Now all of a sudden they, oh, such and such said it. No, hey, I ain't got no say. It don't add no value to me. I'm just gonna simply mind my business and go my separate way. That keeps you from a lot of chaos, a lot of negative energy, because I ain't got time for it. I'm on a mission right now, and I'm trying to head somewhere. So I ain't. I'm no comment. I can't speak on it. Them the two answers I got now.
I get what you're saying there. How about, listen, again, like I said, I'm coming up on year 6 here next month, and I've had moments like this. You've got 5. Have you ever felt like, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Two, yeah, just last year. I had a thought to myself that what was that 2024? I think 2024. I just had a thought in my head. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna give it up. I'm just gonna stop. It's just draining. It's taking a lot of time and energy. But like I say, it was people who was counting on me. Shout out to Mr. Cardine. Recently just passed away. It's going on 1 year with him. Being passed, and he meant a lot to me along my journey. It'd be the
Yeah, who was
people. It'd
he?
be just like simple. Uh, he's an individual from Chicago. I used to go to Chicago all the time. This person who I have a lot of love for. You see her parents, see her sisters, and see her family. So, like I said, every time I used to go there, I always made sure I see her, and always I made sure I seen dad. So it's like, and he was like one of the individuals before he passed, just believed in me. So it's like when I have these hard moments in my life, I just be like, man, it's somebody that's out there that's in heaven that looking up to you, just want you to keep going. And that keeps me going in the midst of all that. And I just like it just be lit the spark. Every time I just think about giving up, it be lighting the spark. Okay, somebody, man, you got people who passed. So it's like I just kept going from there. So
That's
every
awesome.
anytime I just think about just giving up, I just think it's somebody in heaven. It's a few people in heaven that looked up to my that believed in me, and like I say, that's all the motivation I need right there.
That's awesome, brother. How about this is a so what is a moment that I know you we talked a little bit about all these different things. Is there any other moments though? And I mean, listen, it could be whatever happened went back that got you praying when you were 15. But is there anything that from a moment wise in this journey that continually just plays in your head over and over and over? That moment where you're like, "Oh shit, here it comes again."
I should say that like a moment that plays on my head definitely when I'm on the road. Like I said, I got into a car accident, got into fuel, and so on the road I really got PTSD. So I really be cruising, really be focused, no phone, like just focused on that road to get to me. That vividly plays on my head because I remember one time I was on my way to practice. I was trying to get some clothes. It was raining. I was speeding a little bit on the back street. Boom! Somebody came and hit me. Then, like I say, I got my dog. My dad was in the hospital. First, got my dog. On the way home, it's on my phone. Boom! Whole engine gone. So it's like these moments in my life just allow me just to say, okay, I'm gonna keep putting you through things. You're gonna focus. You're gonna lock in, or I'm gonna keep showing you different. So, like I say, I was arrogant. It took me some time to grow up. So like I said, now I just look back like, okay, I'm going to do all the right things, guys. Even if I'm not perfect, but I'm gonna do right this time
He
because I
brought you
got
to
God
the
humble
he kept
so
bringing you
much.
to the edge, huh?
He kept breaking me to the edge, and he say, okay, are you gonna listen? Are you gonna okay? Yeah, this gonna happen. You gonna keep hanging around? So it was like early on, it's like that's what led to motivational speaking. Kept getting humble, kept getting humble, kept getting humble. Just and I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna get right this time. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna get right, and we're gonna go from there. Because, like I say, in the midst of things happening and people switching up, I used to retaliate. I used to give a lot of time, effort, and energy to just people who wasn't for me, and that led to me being drained. That led to me just wanting to give up. That led to just I thought that individuals was for me. God showed me different. These families. Oh, you want to keep hanging around these families? Okay, God gonna show you this. So it was like, when are you going to just listen to me and obey to me? So it took a lot of time with that for sure.
Oh. Well, look, folks, it's just about closing time here at the bar, and this episode is brought to you by New Scotland Spirits, whiskey for people who are built a little different. That's just like Big Marv, built a little different. You know the type, the ones who work hard, stay late, show up, and don't need a label to prove anything. Good Lord, they made this ad just for you, brother. That's exactly how New Scotland Spirits makes their whiskey small batch, handcrafted in upstate New York using local grains, real craftsmanship instead of marketing gimmicks. Bold flavor, smooth finish, no shortcuts anywhere in the process. So when it's time to pour one, pour something with a little backbone behind it. Head to newscotlandspirits.com. New Scotland Spirits, built different because you are too. Brother, that ad was made for you. That might have been specifically made just for you. You got some
Yeah,
people
for sure.
popping up, waving to you. The Earth Angel popping up. She says she
Oh
loving
yeah,
it.
what I'm for sure. Appreciate you. Hendrix, what's going on? That's my friend. What's going on?
She out there letting it be known. All right, so let's get back to where we were here. Now, this is a great question, man. That I just got texted to me. What is something that, and I'm gonna lean more into the men's side of things. What is a lie that men tell themselves when it comes to all this? That we just tell ourselves like, yeah, man, what's a lie we tell ourselves?
That we are okay when we're really not.
What do you mean?
Say if I'm going through something internally and there's good people around me who just wants to like hear the full extended answer, but it's like every time they call and check in, oh, I'm all right, oh, I'm good, how you doing? When in reality, I'm hurting inside. That's why I tell people, me and my mans, we was just getting something to eat. It's a selective few individuals that God has placed in your life that just want to be there for you, that just want to talk, chat. Let's go out and have it. Let's go out and conversate and get these things that's off your chest. But like I told you, a lot of people just want to sit with it. And it's just like, what can we do as individuals to want to just be around these good people? Like it seems like the good people always get left for dead, while the fake people get all the credit and the love that they deserve. It shouldn't even be like that. So that's why I tell them, man, it got to get to a point. And if you ain't willing to tell nobody, write it down. Talk about it with God. That's them the two biggest things right there. I understand you. And then it's like you sit around on your phone. You might find 4, 5 videos that you can relate to. Now you really going through it. So it's like at some point in time, like something has to be taken care of in order for me to feel better. That's the first step. Something has to be taken care of. Because who I'm gonna blame? I'm gonna blame my parents. I'm gonna blame my grandparents. I'm gonna blame these people who raised me, and I'm gonna keep blaming people. I'm never gonna take action. I just want to point the finger every time. Well, they did me like this growing up. Well, I, when is the change gonna happen?
When are you going to accept it?
When are you
There
gonna
you go.
accept it? When are you gonna be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, maybe I am the problem?
What's that
Everybody
saying?
around you can't be.
Say it. Say it. You know you about to say it. We were going to say the same thing. If everybody around everybody else is the problem, and you're the only common denominator in the equation, you're the problem.
The
You got
problem.
some.
Ain't no
You
way in
getting
heck
some
you could
love.
put.
You getting some love here, brother. Finally, some folks popping up. Earth Angel says that's deep. Thank you for speaking out about that, Big Marv. Evolving over time says super, super, super. Three supers. Super proud of you. With lots of D's at the end of that. Proud of you. She giving it a flex and some hearts. Chris says happy for
My
my
guy,
guy. Be careful now.
my
And that's Chris
guy,
Brown.
best friend.
That
What's
says
going
Chris.
on?
That says Chris Brown. I don't want. He ain't. Yeah. Don't let him hit you. That's Chris Brown, brother. Be careful.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm loving. I'm really loving this. What do you now? Here's another one though. What do you think people meant? Why do you think? And I think we've already touched on this a little bit, but what do you think is causing people to be mentally weaker today?
What's causing people to be more weaker today?
Mentally weaker.
Mentally weaker. Let's see. Mm, what's causing people to be more mentally today? Like not let me see. That's a good question. It's causing people to be more mentally weak today. It gotta be let me see. That's a good one. I think I think on that one. I should say like I first one first the first I should cause people to be more into the missions of social media. You sit around and scroll all day, evening time, nighttime, never really go out and get no air. So it's like as the brain get to you, then it's like then I start to realize that we start to entertain a lot of things that don't add no value to us as well. So we seeing this video, we seeing that, we seeing all this controversy going on social media, gossip, celebrities. Now we tune into celebrities' lives more than we are ourselves. That's the way
There it
social
is.
media got to set up nowadays. That's the way social media got to set up nowadays. It's like you know more about them than yourself. You under their comments. You under this that. Man, when are you go? I thought you said you're gonna get better. It's been a whole year, but you know about them. You know about their birthdays. You know this. You reposted them. Come on, man.
Bro, I know people that can tell you celebrities' birthdays and they don't know their parents.
Like, come on,
How
man.
does that happen? How can you know?
It did.
And I think between what you said and evolving over time, I think the big one is comparison. Social media and Destiny Rose, another one of your friends, popped up and said social media. I honestly believe you're both spot on. It's social media comparing, having us all compare, and we're comparing to people that. Why are you comparing yourself to them? Listen, if they
For
don't pay
sure.
your bills, I used to tell my young. So I did 20 years in the Marine Corps. I used to tell my young Marines, if they don't sign your check, pay your bills, or sleep in your bed, they have no value in your life.
Mm,
If they don't meet one of those three criterias, and listen, the last one can be replaced. If they don't meet those three criteria, they have no value in your life. So you can flip through, find out what the latest and greatest whatever is, but the reality of it is if they don't pay your bills, sign your check, or sleep in your bed, they have no value in your life. So why are you worried about what they do? I'm sorry, Chris.
exactly.
I didn't mean to pick on you, man. It was just a name, bro. Like I saw Chris Brown. I was just worried for his health and well being. I didn't want somebody, you know, umbrella or something like that. Umbrella Ella Ella. Uh what's something though that you still struggle with personally then, man? I'll put you a little on the spot here. What's something you're still struggling with? I mean, 11 years, you sound like you got some things together and some folks are listening to you. But what's something that Big Marv is struggling with?
I'm not even gonna lie. The biggest thing is me seeing people just watch what I got going on. Y'all follow me, y'all see me on the For You page. We follow each other, y'all subscribe to me. What's wrong with just consistently doing that? You see my videos, you watch a story. I put my story in my videos, but you're not liking, comment. But I can see you on the celebrities liking and comment. I just don't understand it. And then and then you tell somebody mutually that we know, or you show me a message. Oh, why you won't follow me? Well, I post on TikTok alone. I post about 100 videos a week. You
Yeah,
ain't like
Lord.
you ain't posting at least you ain't liking at least one of them. You find me, you like one, and then I don't never see you again. So like I have these things now that I come to my sisters every 7 days. I have a reevaluation who needs to be unfollowed, who's in the way. It keeps me it keeps me level headed because like I say I put a lot of time and effort into my craft. I just want people to support me. Every time you see a video, what's going on? You coming to live, just speak. I ain't asking for much time or nobody. Just don't be weird because that like being weird, that's the biggest one for me. I didn't came across a lot of weird people along my journey that I had to just remove myself from. And like that's one of the biggest things right there. Just don't be weird. I show you love. I show you love. You show me love. It's a mutual thing. That's it.
So you know what that means, folks. I'm gonna say it again. TikTok and Instagram. It's Big Marv with a V at the end of it. 313. Go take the moment. Go follow him on TikTok. Go follow him on Instagram. Let him know you found him through just drop him a hashtag the above the bar podcast. That way he knows where you found him. Make sure you come back around, follow us on the other end. Let us know. Because this is how it works. It's funny you say that. Again, I saw a video, a guy said you'll spend all day long liking and sharing videos for people who mean nothing to you, but your friends post something and you ain't got nothing to say. But that's and you're right, Chris. Listen, Chris. You know they don't know you. Listen, they don't. It's like the overnight success. Trust me, it didn't happen overnight. Never does and never will. Um, how about this then? Like, and you kind of told me a little bit about it, but we haven't nailed it down. Is there a particular conversation that when it comes to you, you're like, no, we're not having this conversation. You avoid it. You know what I mean? You avoid that this conversation or this topic. You won't have it.
Well, like I say, like I say, as I got older, like I say, I was the one to be like just chill, lay back, not talking. So when it comes to like anything, I'm willing to finally talk and say what I need to say because I was the one that was taking the back seat. No, I ain't gonna post. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna speak on it. Like people might come to me and ask me questions. I ain't. I really don't. I really don't even want to, say nothing about it because early on, like I say, I was a cool, like high school, middle school. I was a cool, laid back dude, fresh. I ain't really talk to people. But as I got older, and the more people want to just know what's going on or know how it is or why you got an attitude. I ain't want to say nothing. Everything was led to an outbreak. I had a real bad attitude, like I get my attitude from my mama. Mama got a real attitude. So it's like that led on to me, like I wasn't listening. I was saying it. Everything kept leading to I'll be like, who you talking to? Why you at? So it's like as I got older, I was like, okay, just be open more, tell people what you want to tell them. You ain't got to tell them a lot, but at least say something, just so they can get an understanding.
I'm tracking with you. So, all right, last question for tonight. Uh, if somebody that's listening to us right now, if they're feeling and thank you, Earth Angel, I appreciate you. Uh, and then Chris said the real ones are always going to support. My last question for
Facts.
you tonight. Well, next to the last, there's one more. If somebody listening right now, it feels completely lost right now, where do you think they should start? Where do you think they should start to get found?
For sure. For sure. So the first one, just pray. Go outside, get some air, and pray. Talk to God, because like God just waiting on you to just knock on that door. God just waiting on you, just waiting on you. And like I say, second, come up with a routine where you can like sweat or go on a walk. Can I go work out? Can I go here? Because it seems as we always fall to the drugs and alcohol more than anything in society nowadays. That's how we end up the way we look. That's how we feel the way we feel. And it's just like that don't lead to us getting to where we need to be. So at some point in time, you have to exercise. You have to, in order for me to feel better, I have to get better mentally, I have to get better physically, and I have to get better spiritually. And all of that leads to us just taking action. Go get that gym membership. Like all that alcohol
Money.
and going to the club, it can wait. I oh,
It
like that could be
absolutely
a whole
can.
that's a gym membership right there. So it's like, okay, go start going to the gym and watch you feel better. I tell people all the time, man, it's no hard feelings, but at some point in time, you want to feel better. I'm not getting on you, I'm not being hard on you, but at some point in time, I want you to feel better for you.
And evolving over time says spiritual and mental. Touch some grass daily. Absolutely. Listen, there's a
That's
whole thing.
it.
There's like a real thing, like studies where they've done studies like people just going outside, taking their shoes off, and putting their toes in some grass and just feeling better. Just feeling better. Like literally getting some roots in, feeling better. Earth Angel says fact. Listen, folks, we're getting ready to close the bar up completely here. If you're finding Marv through me or me through Marv, please take your time, like, share, follow all you over on YouTube. Give us a subscription. It means a lot. This is how these things grow. This is how more people know about us. This is how everybody's message gets out. So take a moment and do that. Next week, guest is a gentleman by the name of Bob Schrober. We're going to be talking about genealogy, finding our genealogies, how that works. Listen, man, we were getting to the root today of our mental, and next week we're going to get to the root of our physical, where we came from, and how do we track these kind of things. So make sure you're joining us. We do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's always live. Again, Destiny Rose says, Big Marv, not the little ones. She got the lots of E's, and she look. She must be Italian. She
Appreciate it.
Big
Appreciate
Marv
it.
getting love. Now listen, brother. Don't log off on me afterwards. We always finish the show the same way. The guest always gets the final word. What's our final word tonight?
Final word is take the proper steps to heal, like therapy, exercise, something. Please, like just go forward. To anybody that's out there that's been contemplating on just want to do something, just do it. People around you want to see you do it. You talk people ears off for hours about what you want to do, where you're trying to head to. When is that ever going to happen? So just go forward. To anybody that's out there that just need any type of motivation, just go forward. I want to see you win. The people around you want to see you win. When are you going to want to win for yourself? So that's the message for the day.
Alrighty, folks. Be sure to push your stool in.
This has been a Second Front podcast presentation found on Apple, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found.